When people said you couldn't get out once you fell down the rabbit hole, I didn't believe them, but I really wish I did now because VTubers are a scary beast. Before we get into the video, if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be awesome. I make new anime and manga content every week. Once you start watching one, it's all over for you because then you start getting recommended clips and you watch those, which helps you discover more VTubers, and then you watch them and it's a spiral that you never get out of. I love watching VTubers, don't get me wrong. It's fun and it allows me to keep up to date with games that I don't play much anymore while still having a good time. I started off watching Gura after having seen her iconic Oz scene all over my Twitter timeline, as well as having Trash Taste talk about VTubers in one of their episodes. As soon as I started watching, I discovered her gen mates and then started to discover more of hololive and eventually started to branch out more. Now I do nothing but either watch VTubers or their clips while occasionally watching some anime content on YouTube. VTubers truly are scary. VTubers can even influence your taste in music. I've never been too picky about music. I would listen to just about anything and be fine with it. But now all I listen to is music made by VTubers and I really enjoy it. Like, VTubers can influence you in ways you never realized. Thankfully, I've never gone full simp mode and donated any money because I don't know if my wallet could handle it. VTubers have this appeal to them that makes them super fun to watch. The first thing being that they're like real life anime. Everyone who watches VTubers likes anime, so having an anime girl or guy that you can interact with and talk to has a massive appeal. When VTubers accidentally break character, it is one of the funniest things you can witness because although it breaks the immersion, it gives these people a sense of realism that I really like, and I think a lot of their people do as well. There are a few VTubers who I would like to talk about as they are some of my favorites, and I mostly watch them throughout the course of my day, or I listen to their music a lot because I find it to be really good. With all of that being said, let's start off talking about some specific VTubers. Before we get talking about the main VTubers I want to talk about, there is a special mention who I want to talk about before that. His name is Booby. He's really cool. I don't know who is behind the avatar, but he is really damn funny. Plus, he has this connection to another VTuber who I really like, which makes it even better. Everyone should definitely check this guy out because he has all the greatest qualities of a person. Narcissism, arrogance, and best of all, he's really funny. So if that appeals to you, you can check him out because he is awesome. Alright, so the first VTuber I want to talk about is one of my first VTubers I started watching, and it's probably my favorite VTuber, Mori Calliope, or Callie. When I discovered Callie, it was during a time when all of Holomyth had no idea what they were doing or getting themselves into, which turned this supposedly really hard and evil Reaper girl into a super kind, funny, and cute Reaper girl. Of course, nowadays Callie can keep her character intact a lot better than back then, but that was the era I started watching Callie. It was a surprise to listen to her music when on her streams she portrayed herself quite differently, but nowadays I listen to her music all the time and actually love it a lot. One of my favorite songs is one that she wrote. It's been awesome to see her development as a VTuber and streamer over this time period, and it's really cool to see just where she's going to go from here. Recently, I've been watching her play a lot of Elden Ring, which has been really fun to watch and see her progress throughout the game. Callie is one of the few VTubers who I never really fell off from watching over all this time in comparison to others, which to me makes her streams quite special, especially since I don't watch too many streams as I'm always quite busy and never really have the time to. But you know, the moment she streams, I will try my best to be there as long as it's not at like 4 AM, which happens quite often. In conclusion, I am indeed a deadbeat and I am not ashamed to admit it. Alright, next up on the list is a VTuber that I only got into about 6 months ago, and that VTuber is Ironmouse. When it comes to Ironmouse, I mostly watch clips from her streams as I'm not a huge fan of Twitch and never really have been. But one of the things I love about Ironmouse so much is just how much of an inspiration she is. Like, sure, everyone who gets big has people who look up to them, but with her, it's different. Now, I know she doesn't like to be called different or special in any way, but she really is. She's an icon despite being bedridden and sick. She still works really hard and was able to achieve something that most people can only dream of achieving, which to me is awesome. She's an extremely strong person even if she herself doesn't realize it, and she is always fun to watch whenever I need to have a good time for a few minutes. She also achieved something even more insane during her subathon, breaking so many records, which was really insane and made me want to work harder towards my own dream, which I think I have been doing a lot over the past month or so. Ironmouse was not someone I originally thought I would like to watch, but as I started watching more, I started to find more and more that I loved about her streams, and it made it really hard not to want to watch more. VTubers are terrifying, man. They have a way to get you trapped in and make you like them despite never having been interested in streams. They also can change your taste in music and other things, which is honestly kind of crazy. But you know what? VTubers are still awesome, and I don't regret falling down the rabbit hole because it has been a really good time. Honestly, I recommend everyone fall down the rabbit hole because I truly feel like there is a VTuber out there for everyone's taste, and that makes it a lot more fun for everyone. Plus, the communities for the most part aren't so bad. Of course, there are a few bad apples in the mix that can ruin the fun for everyone, as we experienced a little earlier in the year, but honestly, really most everyone here is just trying to have a good time watching the creators they love, and that is awesome. So in conclusion, VTubers are scary, but you should still watch them because they are fun to watch.